Once again, I welcome you guys to the Make IT Simple YouTube channel. In this video, we are going to learn about Kubernetes from scratch. Kubernetes is a Greek word for helmsman or captain of a ship. And if you look at the logo of Kubernetes, it represents the helmsman wheel or steering of a ship. Also, Kubernetes is referred to the K8 or K8s, and that is because there are 8 characters between K and S, and therefore we also refer Kubernetes as K8s. In this video, I'm going to go with very basic from scratch, and we will learn Kubernetes step by step. And this is going to be very easy and very interesting, so let's get started. In this video, we'll learn about what is Kubernetes, what is container orchestration engine, and why do we need Kubernetes. And do not worry if you have no prior knowledge on this topic or any of this term. I will go from very basic and very scratch, and by the end of this video, you will know everything about the basics of Kubernetes. Kubernetes is a container management tool or a container orchestration tool. It is also referred as container orchestration engine. And in a moment, I will tell you what is container orchestration tool. It was developed by Google Lab, and later it was donated to CNCF. CNCF is a cloud native computing foundation, and it is now managed by CNCF. It is an open source and written with Go programming language. Now let's understand what is container management tool or container orchestration tool. So container management tool manages the containerized application. If you do not know what is containerized application, I will tell you in a moment. So if you look at the definition, container management or orchestration tool or the engine will automate the deploying, scaling, and managing the containerized application. And one of the most popular container management tool is Kubernetes, and we have some other platform tools like Docker Swarm and Apache Mesos Marathon. So all of these container orchestration or container management tools. Now Kubernetes we know is a container management tool that will manages the containerized application, and by managing the containerized application means manages the application available on container platforms like Docker. And the different processes it takes care in the management, like in the second point, managing container application, right? What are the different processes it will take care is like deploying and scheduling, scaling, and load balancing. Now let us understand what are containerized application. If you are watching this video, there are high chances that you know about containerized application and you know about platforms like Docker, but let us very quickly see what are our containerized application, and for that let us understand the containerized platform like Docker. So in a containerization or in a containerization of developer, what we'll do is like the developer packages all our application along with all its dependencies and libraries and the entire environment in a box, and that we call as a container, and that can be shipped using container platform called Docker, and that can be deployed in different systems or platforms. Now what are the advantages of using Docker is like, or by doing this kind of deployment is because we know that application is available along with all its environment and dependencies, so it will work fine on every system, and we will early days will have some issue in application, like the application is working on one system and not working on another system, right? So that will be taken care by using this containerization. So Docker is a tool designed to make it easier for deploy and run the application by using containers, and the containers allow our developers to package application with all its dependencies and its part, and it ship out as a single package. So now we know what are containers and what is containerization. Let us understand what is Kubernetes and where does it fit into the picture. Now we have seen the advantages of containerization, right? However, in a real world, it is not a single container that we use. Large organizations use multiple containers for every application. There are tens and hundreds of containers used for every application, and this is done to ensure availability, so the application is always available, and to take care of load balancing, so that not a single server has a lot of load and the load is distributed properly. We also to take care of scaling up and scaling down based on our user load, and therefore we use multiple containers or cluster of containers. Now in this scenario, we have so many containers, we have to take care of lot of process like deploying of applications on multiple containers, and then multiple servers, like scheduling the deployment and other process, or scaling up and scaling down the based on the user needs, or load the servers, and also load balancing, like we need to distribute the load among all the servers and all the platforms, and also like we need to take care of batch execution process, rollbacks, and monitoring all of this container. Now all this process will be very difficult if you want to do it manually, and also will not be very efficient. So we need to do like some automated way, or we need a tool that can take care of all this process in an automated way, and therefore we have the container management tool or container orchestration engines. And out of that all the container management tool, Kubernetes is most popular and widely used. As I said, right, we have other tools like Docker Swarm and Apache Mesos Marathon and some others will. So now we know the Kubernetes is a container orchestration engine that takes care of management of containers app, and by management we mean like it take care of all of this process like deploying, scheduling, scaling, load balancing, batch execution, rollbacks, monitoring, etc. for the containers app. So now I hope you can understand what is Kubernetes and why it is used. So by now you should have good knowledge on what is Kubernetes, what is container orchestration engine, and why do we need Kubernetes. In the coming videos, we'll go more deeper and understand about Kubernetes feature and the Kubernetes architecture. And also we'll do a demo with Kubernetes. And I hope this session was very useful to you, and thanks for watching my video, guys. Have a good day.